Today I'm going to talk on inventory types, and how it works with task and on-hand inventory. This is a very important topic, a very important concept when you are implementing Oracle Field Service requirements and inventory calculations. So watch my video till the end to understand how inventory works in Oracle Field Service and debriefing. We can manage inventory with a warehouse and without a warehouse. So we can manage inventory both way. But today I will discuss inventory management without a warehouse. I will cover inventory management with a warehouse in my next video. Inventory is used by technician on work site like parts, tools. So inventory will be collected by technician before travel is start. We can define inventory type in Oracle Field Service. Inventory can be serialized and non-serialized. It will, if it is a serialized, it will have a serial number. Serial number will be required. If non-serialized inventory, it will not have the serial number. Quantity will be required, like 10 meter of wires. Task may have required inventory. Some task may require a specific inventory to perform the task. So technician has to collect inventory from the warehouse before he start travel. Now let's see how to define inventory type. We can define a number of inventory type in Oracle Field Service. So here you can see we can define inventory type. We'll go and create a new inventory type. And here inventory is non-serialized. If we'll check inventory is non-serialized, then we can also have a checkbox for decimal quantity. And we have to provide the unit like 10 meter. So here unit will be meter. So by this way, we can define inventory type. So here you can see there are a number of inventory type defined. Few are non-serialized and these are all serialized. Non-serialized will require unit of measure like meter, gram, kilogram, like that. We have created inventory type. Now we'll create inventory. When we'll create inventory can be a resource inventory or a customer inventory. Resource inventory means resource will have that inventory. Resource is the owner of that inventory. And customer inventory is a customer inventory. Like suppose there is a bank SBI ATM, it has lots of parts. So these parts are customer inventory. Technician Tech 1, I'll go to its route. And here you can see inventory page. So here it is showing this resource has one inventory fuel and quantity is 1. So this is resource on hand inventory. We can add resource on hand inventory from here. Suppose I'm going to add this generator inventory model ABC description generator serial. It is serialized inventory. That's why it is asking for serial number. So here you can see a new inventory has been added and quantity is 1. We can also add inventory using REST API. If we are doing in bulk, then we can use this inventory API. Send. So here you can see it has 2 inventory. Fuel, quantity 1, serial number this, and quantity 1. And so here this is non-serialized inventory, so it doesn't have serial number. But this is a serialized inventory, so it has a serial number. So create a resource inventory. So we have to provide the inventory type that we have defined in inventory type and quantity. If it is a non-serialized, if it is a serialized, then we have to provide the serial number as well. So it will be added there. So this is adding inventory under the resource, under the technician. We can directly add inventory, but then we have to provide the resource ID in the payload. We can check the inventory detail because each inventory will have inventory ID. So here this is a resource inventory ID. This inventory has this ID. So we can update, we can delete, we can increase the quantity using API. That is possible. Now also how the customer inventory work. Suppose there is an activity for deinstallation. So technician has to go some customer site and has to remove the part. So before that, we have to add that part as a customer inventory at the activity label. So activity can have multiple inventory, but customer inventory will have type customer. So let me add a activity, a customer inventory on a activity level. Resource inventory will be associated with the resource, but customer inventory will be associated with the activity. A activity has been assigned to this technician. So I'll go and check. So there is no customer inventory for this activity. I will add a customer inventory for this activity ID. So here you can see there is no inventory. There is no customer inventory. Now I'll add a customer inventory. So I'm going to add a active inventory type fuel quantity 1 in a customer inventory. It has been added. Inventory ID is this one. Now I'll check customer inventory. So here it is showing one customer inventory has been added. Now let's go to the Oracle field service. So here I'll go to inventory. So here you can see customer inventory is added. So an activity can have customer inventory. Installed inventory. Suppose there is a technician. He has inventory 1 in his technician trunk. Technician reached to a site, a customer site for an activity, and he installed a inventory on a customer site. So now this inventory 1 will be reduced from technician trunk and will be added to the activity as installed inventory. It will be automatically taken care by Oracle field service. So inventory will be reduced from technician on installation and will be added at the activity level, activity inventory. Let me show you in the UI. This is the activity. Now I'll go to inventory. Here on hand inventory. So I'm going to install this on hand inventory to the activity level to the customer site. So click this, install, submit. Now here you can see now it has been moved from resource inventory to the install in inventory. If I'll go to Postman, so resource inventory, now it is not in resource inventory. Now I'll check the installed inventory for this activity ID. So it has been moved to the installed inventory. The status is installed. So this inventory has been moved from resource inventory to the installed inventory. Installed inventory will be part of task. Both customer inventory and installed inventory is part of task. Suppose there is a scenario where a customer inventory is installed on a customer site. Technician is going to deinstall this inventory. So this inventory will be reduced from activity level and it will be added to the warehouse. But right now we are not using inventory management with warehouse. So it will only reflect in deinstalled inventory section of inventory. But if we are using warehouse, then this will be added to the warehouse. It will not be added to technician or an inventory, but it will be added to the warehouse if we are using inventory management using warehouse. This is activity and inventory. It has a customer inventory, hybrid fuel injection. So I'm going to deinstall this. Deinstall, submit. So now here you can see its quantity is reduced to 0 and it has been added to the deinstall section of inventory, but it has not been added in the resource inventory. There is a very important concept here. We can only deinstall customer inventory. Customer inventory will be at activity level at customer site. we would be able to deinstall only customer inventory. Second, we would be able to install only resource on hand inventory. We cannot deinstall resource on hand inventory. Thank you for watching my video. In my next video, I will cover on hand inventory with warehouse. Thank you.